Morning, class. And I say class because today we are doing a fraternity shirt. We're doing the Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity down in Columbia, Missouri. That's where my stepson Jake goes to school. And they needed some shirts for Rush in a couple weeks. So we're going to go ahead and print these out. This is what's called a CMYK process. So I'm using four main colors. I'm using cyan, which is kind of blue, magenta, which is kind of a pinkish red, yellow, which is a W, and K is the black in that instance. And then I'm going to finish it off and add a white highlight on top. Now I'm doing these on gray shirts. If I was doing it on white, I could have gotten away without the top highlight, but the top highlight really does bring it all together in the end. So the first one I'm doing is my yellow. Just laying down my lighter colors first. And this is a wet on wet. So I'm in the middle of production. I'm doing four shirts most of the time today, but since I'm going to show you guys this, I don't need to go through all of them. It is a wet on wet. Lets the colors mingle. The separation that I do on the screens is designed to let the colors kind of mingle and go on wet, kind of like I've talked about before, being kind of a softer. This is almost going to have a bit of a photographic quality by the time it's done. So I've laid down my magenta, and if you want to look, it's not really looking like a whole heck of a lot yet. This looks kind of orange and yellow. But as soon as I start laying down like the blue and stuff, that's where it'll start coming out. Speaking of blue, here it is. So I'm going to throw down my blue. That's where it starts to come together. There you go. See, now I'm starting to get some definition. Now I'm going to throw on black, which is just going to give me a little bit more depth in the shadows. It's not a huge deal. I can actually do this one one-handed. Black's also kind of a thin ink. So you can't really see a whole ton of difference. You might be able to. I don't know if you can see it from there or not, especially like the flag's gotten darker and stuff like that, because it's a black flag, black and yellow, not Henry Rollins. But anyway, I'm going to set this down because the white is kind of thicker, and I better go with both hands on this one. I just want to get a thin pop of white on the top that crisps everything up, and kablam! That is a CMYK 4-color process print with a little bit of white on top. So anyway, there you go. We'll be sending these down to Columbia, Missouri next week, down to Mizzou. And I was going to try to think of some witty college thing to say, but I got nothing. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.